So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been like about a year now since the HomePod release. And it's crazy, time flies. I mean, I remember Apple delaying this. I stood up, I went to sleep, and then it was available. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is 5:14 in the morning and still no pre-order. You can now order it. I'm about to order away. And this thing was a hard sell for Apple. People wasn't buying it because they know the limitations of Siri. And you need an iPhone to set it up. It's only limited to Apple Music. It's expensive. It's just a lot of things wrong with the HomePod. But I would say for the size, this is like pretty much the size of my hand. This thing sounds incredible. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I brought the HomePod just because of the review. I want to review it for you guys and show you guys the features and everything like that. I was so confident that I kept the plastic on there. Even a year later, I still kept the plastic. But I really do love my HomePod. This is probably easily the best sounding speaker I ever owned. I'm pretty sure there's better sounding speakers in the market, but for the size of this, it's just like I had to keep it. I had to. One thing that kills the HomePod, in my opinion, is Siri. Siri is still limited. It's still kind of bare bones. There's certain things that you just can't do on the Siri HomePod that you can do on your iPhone. I don't know. Apple is so weird with Siri. This thing cannot like identify different voices. I think that might be a deal breaker for some, because let's say, because it's a lot of personal information that you can ask Siri to do. I mean, like, you can make phone calls, you can send text messages, but anybody can say it. So you could be downstairs for a second, and then I don't know, maybe you have that a-hole brother text my girlfriend X, Y, and Z. You get what I'm saying? So that could be a problem. But one thing I do appreciate, your iPhone has to be in the house. It has to be connected to the same Wi-Fi in order to send and make phone calls. This thing cannot be paired on an Android device. It has to be an Apple device. It has Bluetooth, but it cannot be used as a Bluetooth speaker. It's only used for Apple AirPlay. This is AirPlay. This thing doesn't have an aux cable or a headphone jack, so it's just there's no ports whatsoever. So typical Apple, no ports. This is their future. You cannot use Pandora. You can't use SoundCloud. So I can go into Pandora and I can switch to the HomePod just like that. But I'm talking about through Siri. You cannot access Pandora. And another con is just the fact how Apple allows support for Amazon Echo devices. So you could play Apple Music with an Amazon Echo now. So that kind of defeats the purpose of the HomePod, because the Echo Dot, you can hook up a way better sounding speaker, and it's a lot cheaper at $50, and you have a good set of speakers. You don't really need a HomePod no more. It's a good move from Apple, but as a business perspective, I'm not sure if that's smart. But then again, it's a good thing because there's a lot of Amazon Echoes in the world, so that might increase the subscribers of Apple Music. But then again, it's going to cannibalize the HomePod sales. Oops, no, I don't want to play no copyrighted music.
Okay, dropping the needle.
No. Whoa. And we're going to get to that too. You guys couldn't really hear, but the sound quality, we're going to get to it in the end. I'm bored.
Not with me, I hope.
So if you're not a fan of Siri on your iPhone, you're not going to like the voice assistant here. It's just a bunch of like weird things, but then again, it can get the job done. Like, you can ask for the weather. What's my flash briefing?
The current volume is 90%.
What? What? Give me my news. Oh no.
Here's the latest news from NPR. Or if you prefer, say, "Hey Siri, switch to Fox News, switch to CNN, or switch to the Washington Post instead." Live from NPR News in Washington.
Oh, that shit loud. Everything that it can do, Siri can do in here. But I am aware that there's times where I say something and it just cannot do it. But one thing I do like, you can control the lights. So, hey Siri, turn off the light.
I tried, but some devices didn't respond.
What? Oh my god, Siri, not right now on camera. I'll be right back, y'all. Let me see what's going on with my lights. Epic fail. Let me see if I try my phone. Turn off the light.
Okay, the lights are off.
So, you see what I mean? Wow. Turn on the light.
Okay, the lights
This light bulb here is not Siri compatible. This is the first generation LifeX bulb. This one here is the newest LifeX bulb. These light bulbs are pretty expensive. At $60 per bulb, it can add up fairly quickly. So you see what I mean? I'm happy that happened on camera. I just want to show you guys the issues. Issues like that happens. I can ask my Amazon Echo and I'm pretty sure it can turn off the light. This is the space gray color. I think this is the best color to get because the white one I'm hearing, you know, it can get dirty easy. The fingerprints and all of that, unless you like to touch a HomePod all the time. I'm gonna peel this sticker off.
Garnews in Washington, I'm Lakshmi. Garnews in Washington, I'm Lakshmi. Sing. Garnews in Washington.
Shut up! Be quiet! I'm tapping on the freaking pause and it keep on playing. Alright. And this thing is super duper loud. So yeah, I like because by the way, this is OLED right here. So, you know, you can play by tapping on it. That happens to me all the time. I accidentally tap on something and the music start blasting. I wish it was like a double tap or something like that. If you press and hold it, you can activate Siri and you can act your commands just like that. Now I have this plastic here. It is time to peel it off. Alright, so we're gonna unpeel it. We're gonna see how it really feels now. Come back. You cannot eat a hot dog while we're doing a podcast. You have to listen to hear someone eat a hot dog. I'm gonna keep my HomePod. Feels exactly the same. So this is the beauty thing about being in the Apple ecosystem. If you want to save some money, pick up an Amazon Echo, and especially with Siri so limited, the Amazon Echo is far more superior of an assistant compared to Siri. But really, I would say the only thing you're paying for right now for this is really the design and the aesthetics. But it's a very, very powerful speaker. It has a subwoofer on the top. I believe it has 6 microphone arrays on the middle here, and it has some tweeters on the bottom. I forgot how many. I think it's 7 tweeters. But this thing really does pack a punch when it comes down to the sound quality. But for the price, the accent price is far too steep. But if you have some money to blow, then yeah, go ahead. Alright guys, so now time for the sound test. I'm not really too far from the HomePod, as you guys can see on screen. Oh yeah, I had to take away the cloth because the cloth actually muffles the sound a bit. Shout out to the homie Tommy Lee. I'm playing one of his beats. Alright, so it's like about 50%. Alright, so that was 50%. That sounds pretty smooth. Alright, so volume all the way up to 100. Let's pull back the song. Very, very loud. And you guys can hear it doesn't really distort. Oh, and by the way, if you guys saw the light keep on changing, I'm just not sure if the brightness is too intensive, because I'm seeing like there's a spotlight there. I was trying to get rid of that spotlight. Alright guys, that's pretty much my review. Should you go out and buy the HomePod in 2019? I would say, really the average consumer, I would say no. But if you're a big Apple fan, you need to get every single Apple product, then yeah, obviously you kind of need to pick up the HomePod to complete your Apple ecosystem. You do have 360 sound. I did forgot to mention that. So there's speakers all around. So that's a good design. Almost dropped it. And you know, this thing can really hear you if I whisper, "Hey Siri, hey Siri, hey Siri." Look, look, it listens. Cancel. Cancel.
One moment. Okay, playing Cancel by Marcus Houston.
See. Thank you guys so much for watching my review of the Apple HomePod. I hope you guys enjoyed, found this video helpful. Make sure you guys thumbs up, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. And other than that, your boy Pops, and I catch you guys on my next video. Peace.